Yeah, so we talked before a little about landscaping. So like before there was red rock in here and shit, and this was all red. So we took all this out and went to the gray rock because it just looks so much better, the contrast with the house and bringing it together. But notice I have red rock over there. So they kept saying, hey, should we get rid of all this red rock? And I go, no, you can only do so much. Like if you start going crazy, maybe the next person wants to put a driveway over there. So I'm not gonna pull up all the red rock there. What's the decision? It'll cost me another $2,000 to pull all this rock, order more rock, cover it, but no, I'm gonna leave it because I don't know what the next person wants. I'm doing enough to make sure this place is sexy as shit now, but I'm gonna leave something for the next buyer to do something. Oh man, it's crazy. Hello. Wow, it's beautiful. Look at this furniture. It's insane. This is why you bring in somebody who's outside your circle of competence. Whoa, what happened to the floors in here?
They're doing repair.
Okay.
So they pulled them out and the
Candace, you're on film right now, just so you know, for full disclosure.
Oh, man, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm trying to clean this disaster.
Wow.
I wrote a love note. Do not set any more marble.
Exactly.
It's a really great design.
Just coming. So they didn't do the handles yet.
No, he was supposed to do it yesterday, but...
Yeah. It's always the last minute details, right?
Yeah.
It's always the little things that are the
and that's what's
hindrances.
gonna make it. Like,
Of course.
this kitchen's...
Wow. Do you need a hand with anything? Lift it or move while I'm here?
Oh no, you're good. I'm just kind of setting everything
This
up and
place is just
changing.
looking.
It looks like a bomb exploded right now.
No, it's
I
gonna,
have
but it's
to-
gonna be so sick.
Yeah.
So again, we talked about on the podcast in terms of operating your circle of competence. Obviously, when I buy a higher end home, you have to defer to an expert, which is Candace over here with London Pierce Designs. And I was fortunate enough to meet her on a cross-sell of a deal. I saw that she sold and set the highest comp in the neighborhood. And when I reviewed that property, I was just wowed by her expertise, her staging, her design work. And so what happens when you do that? If someone's setting the highest comp, clearly they know something better than you do. And I called her up, I said, wow, you killed it. Did you really getting this number on this property? And she's like, yeah. I said, well, we need to work together because you are special, she's unbelievable. And since then, we've done a couple projects. We've sold at the top of the market. So on any projects that I do that are over, call it $500,000 or $450,000, they require special attention, time, energy, and a certain level of expertise that I don't have. Nobody knows everything about everything. So if you don't know something about, something, you're not an expert in that niche, then you find the expert and you figure out how you can work together from the macro picture of achieving the maximum profit and maximizing that asset. And so I'm grateful to know her and work with her, and we have an amazing relationship. And this design and her level of expertise here is just incredible. There's a feeling in the homes that she creates that is, second to none, and it's incredible. So I'm always wowed coming in, and she has full autonomy to do what she wants, obviously operating within a budget to get it done, and she's phenomenal.
I'm so happy you called me. You are brilliant. You find great deals, you have great connections, and just really intelligent person, and you're really good to work with. So, I have a lot of investors that have called, and it's not always a match because you have to trust, and you do trust me, and so together our partnership's pretty strong because of that too. So.
Well, you killed this home. What do you think about the design work, and how long do you think it's going to take to sell this property? What are your
every
thoughts?
house I do sells in like a day with multiple offers.
Do you hear that?
Sorry.
One day, multiple offers. It's going to go
Yes,
ASAP.
It actually looks horrible right now because I'm in the middle of staging.
No, this is important. It's all good. People could see what it takes. Look, she brings in multiple items and different things to find the exact fit and the energy and synchronization. And I'm always wild coming in. It's amazing what staging does to a home at the finish line. And we're waiting for some custom metal shelves over here, custom black hood, going over the Wolf and Sub-Zero appliances, and it just really elevates and takes it to the next level.
Yeah, once this thing's done, it's gonna be amazing.
Amazing.
We just have, my team brings in everything, and then I style and pull out what I don't want. That's why it looks like a bomb.
So I have a quick question.
Okay.
How long does it take to stage? Like, what's your process towards that?
For me, it'll be maybe 2 days, but my team will bring in, so I lay out what I want, like pieces I want, and I shop for each property individually as well. We have a warehouse with a bunch of pieces, so I'll lay out what I want, and then they just bring extra stuff and all kinds of accessories, and then I'll shop for another day and just, little final touches, and then I come through like right now and they have everything out and I just start playing. So, and then Monday they're all going to be here to help. I have a full service design firm, so, and that's why the staging isn't like your typical real estate staging. I use high-end furniture.
So she said, hey, we're doing an accent wall here and I have the perfect piece in mind. So again, start to finish, she knows, she's forecasting what's going to happen in terms of furniture, wall colors. I mean, all the design from the floors to the color of the marble to the mitered edges to the, you know, final finishes is all Candace. You know, we can collaborate a little bit, but all credit to Candace. Another thing is she could sell it, like you heard on a separate bill of sell the house. A lot of people want something turnkey, they can't envision something. So by putting the proper and spending money, again, macro picture up front, spend money to make money. We'll spend a lot of money to bring in the proper high-end furniture, but it also helps enhance and sells the home, and also the end buyer maybe doesn't even have to go out and go buy furniture because it's already here and done and they can see it. So that's a huge value.
Especially second homeowners.
Yeah.
They love it.
Yeah.
So let's just say, like, if there was no staging, how much of a dramatic effect would that create when it comes to selling the home?
Oh, on a high-end home, I think it's imperative to use staging because, again, a lot of people can't visualize things, even at the high-end level. Low-end level as well. I mean, I think staging is an intricate part of selling a property, gives it that final touch and feel, enables people to visualize things because it's physically there, it's tangible, versus thinking about it, not understanding the flow. Now you can figure out, oh, I can sit on this couch and watch TV there. I can sit over here in the small dining area. You know, it takes away that ambiguity of the flow of a home, so it just makes it more of a natural feeling, and I think it's literally imperative on a high-end home, $1 million+ home or 800,000. No-brainer. What do you think,
I
Candace?
can't even imagine not staging any house.
You stage everyone in your house.
Yeah, even if it was 300-400, you get more money because it sets an emotion. And if you ever go into a new home, you know, the model homes are always staged, and that's what we do. Is we don't just put furniture in. We do all the details, the books, the throws, all the accessories, and we style it so that people want to just hang out. And they usually do. Most showings will be an hour. People will just hang out in the houses and they become attached pretty quickly. So that's one of the other reasons. Well, I mean, obviously the designs are amazing too, but they do get that, you know, emotional attachment pretty quickly with how it's all set up. So,
Agree.
yeah.
It's not just about location, it's about emotion. I love. So the cool decking before was a nasty kind of pinkish color, and Candace selected the best freaking color in this. We call it Mexican modern. Is that what we're gonna call this house?
It's more of a modern
Transitional,
Mediterranean.
modern Mediterranean.
Yeah.
There we go, modern
That's a little
Mediterranean.
old world flair.
And it's just, I mean, the
Modern.
color of the tiles out there and the lightness and the contrast of the mountains and the new green grass and landscaping just really makes everything pop.
And
New
this
pool
lot
plaster.
is to die for,
This lot
right?
is just insane. You're not gonna get a city acre here in Paradise Valley, Phoenix, which is actually Phoenix, but it's pretty much Paradise Valley. Look how deep this thing goes. It's pretty much 40,000 square feet lot with the ability to do some sort of detached guest house or whatever the next buyer wants. Again, I told you about the gray rocks and how important it is to bring the best product forward. We can't do everything. Other people say, why don't you put grass over there? Why don't you put gray rock all the way over there? We don't know, and we can't forecast what the next end users want. We can only put together the best product now, but you always want to leave something for the next person. You can't do everything. Think about
Perfect
that.
for someone to add. I mean, you could build a guest house back there, which
Absolutely.
is what I think.
2-story guest house, yoga studio, workout facility, and a detached
so I
garage.
don't see why we would landscape
Right.
it because that's probably what will happen.
Right. But other people, again, are talking about, oh, you left something. Well, of course you're leaving something. We don't know what the next person wants. We could do renderings, if you will. We talked about doing something like that, a cool rendering of what the feasibility is to leverage that part of the land. So again, there's something out there for the next person to do and make it their own. He said, oh, he painted the doors?
He's afraid I'm gonna add more to
Oh, that's the lounge stuff. Yeah.
He's like,
He's like, I'm done.
I'm
Oh my
sure he
God.
was hiding in his car.
He was
He saw
definitely
me.
hiding.
I didn't
He was
even see
hiding.
him in there.
They put in the 4-prong. Yeah. No, not yet.
I don't know.
Did his guys not even show up?
He was here all day yesterday. I don't know what he was.
A lot of people, if you have a high-end home and a smaller kitchen, a contemporary home, it's important to have a custom pantry, which is right by the kitchen, which is cool. And there's also a little place for kids. Again, you don't know what the future or who's gonna buy these properties, so you can forecast something. And, oh, we're missing a light here, Candace.
It's right there. They need to install it.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, I don't really know.
No, it's all good.
No, because they had to paint. So they had to pull the.
Oh, he painted this. This is good.
Yeah.
Okay, so he sprayed this, and then he's gonna come back, do the epoxy, and then finish that. Oh, it feels much better without the cabinets
Doesn't
in there.
it? Now
Yeah,
it's
good.
big, and I'm doing a
Does do a
really
good
good
job.
epoxy too.
Perfect.
Yeah.
He was
Did you
asking
see
you
my
wanted
barn
to know.
doors? He painted them.
Oh shit, those look.
Aren't they?
Check this out.
insane?
Again, you gotta do things to differentiate yourself. Who comes up with these custom barn doors? Look at the lines in there. I mean, I
so
love this.
excited.
I get emotional when I see this stuff and excited. You know, forget about budget, just make it amazing. Nah, these are so
How to
cool.
make those in within.
So those are gonna go, those are for the master, and then you got one other one. Oh, is it for the laundry room, right? Where's the other barn door going, Candace?
So this is the barn door right here.
Where? Oh,
there.
right above this.
And then
Cool.
the master.
I love
and
it.
then you saw my amazing paint in here.
This is, so first of all, who does these arch tile ceilings? Again, if I was gonna remodel this house in my circle of competence, this would have been a flat ceiling. You would not have tile ceilings there. I want to use $3,000, restoration hardware, finishes.
Well, I wanted to do the barrel vault.
The
because
barrel
it's
wall's
Mediterranean,
incredible.
so I had to give it the aged
Yeah.
ceiling with the custom vents. And then we also have
Sick.
the clean modern lines,
Yeah, I
so then
love
that
it.
throws that Mediterranean flair in.
Absolutely.
Because the exterior is definitely that style.
Look how warm it is coming in here. It's so
Isn't it
cool.
so pretty?
Check out
And this color
these
is
lines. Look at this blue color with the lines. I love this. So attention to detail, you don't see this anywhere. Go around, look at $2-3 million homes that are on the market. Nobody's doing this stuff. Literally, it's crazy. So it's about laying it out, attention to detail, differentiating yourself, spending the time and the energy to do it right, and this thing just looks incredible. We got a custom glass mirror here, and our final touches. So cool.
And did you see your chair there, your shades that you lay in and get fanned?
That'll be in the video when we shoot it up.
I told someone I'm done staging, I'm laying in this and I want people to fan me.
Yeah. Is this the fans? These are
It was
amazing.
our joke.
Let's do hop in. Let's see how it's gonna work.
No.
Yeah, Candace, great job on this design. This house better sell in a day. You heard it here first. Candace, are you ready? One day, 24 hours, multiple offers. Come on. See it, believe it, achieve it. Let's go. Come on, Candace. All right, let's go. There it is. All right. Rock and roll. Cleanly, she can come back and do a quick once over. Yeah, thanks, Carmen.
Yeah, so there were a couple of areas where the wood had some,
Okay.
from all the trades coming in.
So he's fixing it.
So the wood, there was no wood here, so they pulled
Oh.
it out, and I have some wood somewhere else we're gonna bring tomorrow.
Got it. Okay. Oh, they did put hardware on here finally.
Yeah, no, he was here all
So
day
he did
yesterday
some stuff.
doing stuff.
Okay.
I don't know why he didn't do the kitchen, he was here all
Right.
the time. But
Cool.
we got quite a bit of a little
So the barn doors are going here. Those are gonna look sick.
They're coming in Monday, so Monday we have a lot of crews coming in.
Okay. The bedding. I mean, talk about micro decisions. I mean, you bring in all this furniture and then she's down to the bedding.
Obsessive compulsive, it's not
That's
even,
great. I want somebody like this always on my team who's obsessive compulsive and a perfectionist because we're
That
gonna
would be
deliver
me.
the best project possible. So if anyone's looking for a perfectionist on their home, you can call London Pierce, Candace over.
It's a problem, really.
Yeah.
It is.
But don't call her too soon. I need her for the next 10 projects. All right. I mean, so before you have a private oasis out here. Who thinks of this stuff?
Yeah, before it was
It's
just one of those
terrible.
80s like
Yeah.
windows with the plant in it. So I created a little sitting area.
Little outside
And it's
oasis.
private, so we have it all walled off. So you can
Yeah.
just, if you want to go outside and hang out.
I love it. Custom doors, like you can't find these anywhere.
Yeah,
Custom made,
steel doors.
custom steel doors heading to the outside right from the bathroom.
Yeah,
Love
we did
it.
a lot of custom steel.
A lot of custom
house.
everything in this house.
Most people think about like saving money instead of investing towards the house that they're about to sell.
Right.
Would you go against that or would you go for that in some cases?
No, we're about, again, macro picture. What is the effect of each incremental investment? So you say, and I said, hey, you want to put these doors in your Candace? I think it's a great idea. How much is it going to cost? And what will we yield on the back end? So you could just get emotional about the project and start spending money. You have to say, hey, what will this property appraise or comp for? Or what can we push the limitations to? And then will that decision enhance the future value of that property? And I say, yes, it does. Certain decisions, again, you start throwing landscaping in an area, is money wasted. That's just stupid. But good decisions, good business decisions will yield.
That's what I love about Zach. He's so smart. He knows which items we should spend on. Where, like I said, a lot of investors are like, I want to go to Home Depot and cheap out, but buyers aren't going to pay for that. The reason we get way over all the other comps is people appreciate the attention to detail and the design, and he knows which items are important, and we balance together. You know,
Absolutely.
some ideas we didn't do because once we started thinking through it,
Yeah.
it just didn't make sense on paper. But
Right.
we did execute the things that we felt would enhance the value of the property.
Despite when we had our original budget, we did go over, but we also believe now that the future value of the property is worth a lot more. So that's, again, okay, macro picture. These floors are not, $2 a square foot. These are probably $20 a square foot plus install floors. So you talk about the value of materials. Let's not try and just stay on budget. Let's figure out, hey, what is the emotional aspect? What's the future value of this? And what's the best, financial decision to maximize the value of the home? And we have an amazing synergy, and we balance really, really well. So it's important to not only find an amazing designer, but somebody you can get along with, that you respect and trust and have autonomy with as well. So we probably just sold the house. Let's see, hold on. Yeah, you calling about caballos? It's already sold, we appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hola, Chaboya, ¿cómo estás, amigo? Guys, thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful project. I'm obviously emotional and very excited about this one. I absolutely love it. Hopefully you gained some knowledge and some good insight in terms of what it takes to bring a high-level project to market and all the nuances and intricacies of these high-end properties. Please don't forget to like below if you like this video. It helps me out. I want to answer anyone's questions, anything I can do to help you guys out. I want to give value back to the community. And please don't forget, if you're an agent, a wholesaler, a lender, anyone that sees anything distressed in the market, I'm a buyer. I'd love the opportunity to buy any property here in Arizona. Please reach out to me, give me the opportunity to make a mutually beneficial win-win opportunity with you, the seller, anyone out there looking to sell. I'm a buyer. Great to see you. Have a good weekend.